She is hailed as a prophetess, a guiding light. Over 2,000 visions, tens of millions of followers. Her writings shaped a church and a belief system. But behind the acclaim lies a hidden web of accusation, contradiction, and fierce debate. One of the most persistent controversies surrounds her literary methods. Did she truly receive every word by divine revelation? Or did she borrow heavily from others without proper credit? Many critics, especially in the 20th century, alleged she plagiarized or literary borrowed from other writers, like authors in the 19th century, without adequate acknowledgement. The Adventist Church acknowledges that she made use of assistance and references, but the question remains, in how many places did her text essentially mirror earlier works, and was that consistent with her claims of prophetic origin? Critics like Walter Rea raised substantial comparative evidence in his work, The White Lie. Her theology is not merely conservative. In some places, it diverges sharply from mainstream Christian interpretations. She developed the Great Controversy idea, a cosmic battle between Christ and Satan extending through history, with Earth as the battleground. Out of that grew doctrines like the investigative judgment, the idea that Christ entered a new phase of judgment in 1844, assessing the lives of believers before his return. That doctrine is unique, or nearly so, to Adventism, and is heavily based on her vision-inspired reinterpretation of biblical texts. Some critics claim that parts of her theology conflict with other Christian views, such as her perspective on hell, the nature of the soul, and how she positions Satan in relation to human sin. Her authority was never uncontested, even within her own movement. In 1919, a pivotal Bible conference convened by Adventist leadership wrestled with how to understand her writings. Some participants, including those who personally knew Ellen White, challenged the idea that her writings were inerrant, without error. The very question, are her writings equal to Scripture, has been a fault line. Official Adventist writings assert Scripture alone is the ultimate authority, with her writings as a subordinate testimony. Dissenting theologians and satisfied insiders alike have been marginalized for pushing too far. Some argue that the institutional church has suppressed or deflected controversies that threaten foundational claims. And here lies the most unsettling question. If she claimed divine visions, what if some part of it was psychological, social, or even coerced? Some critics suggest her childhood head injury, documented in her biography, could have influenced later visionary experiences. The defense of her prophetic authority often appeals to memory, or that she had a photographic recall, a claim that some see as convenient to explain away similarities with prior authors. Others argue that powerful religious movements often produce charismatic leaders whose claimed supernatural experiences must be weighed carefully in light of psychology, sociology, and institutional incentives. She remains one of the most prolific Christian writers of the 19th and early 20th centuries, beloved